1982. You get
it's a very good year.
Yeah. You get the role in the movie The Toy. Tell me and tell the guys out there, how was it working with two legends, man, in a movie like that?
I mean, working with, I'll go Gleason first.
Okay.
He was the older guy, the more respected. I'm a Smoking and the Bandit fanatic. I know every word, every inference, everything that he did, I could do.
Right.
Loved him. And the Honeymooners and the Jackie Gleason show and, you know, Hustler, everything. He was good to me and much better than he was, from what I understand, with other kids and animals. There's many, many, many stories. I could do this for 4 hours with you.
Right.
So he and I got along very well. Richard Pryor, different duck, man. Richard was Richard. Whether he was really on stage or off stage, he was very quiet and studious. But once you got him going, you know, he was like the wind-up toy. Just wind him up, and there he goes.
Right.
Well, I meet Richard, and I said, Mr. Pryor. He goes, no. It's Richard, Rich, Dick. I don't care what you call me. You just call me. Don't call me Mr. Pryor.
Okay.
And we started chatting, and we started to find a lot of common ground where a black guy from Peoria, Illinois, and a white Jewish kid from New Jersey should not really have common ground. But we found common ground. He loved this old Western star named Lash LaRue from the 50s. He was known as the master of the bullwhip.
Do you know that my uncle also was a huge mark for Lash LaRue?
Really?
Do you know my given name? Maybe I shouldn't say it on the show, but I'm with Scotty Schwartz.
Lash?
Yes.
Really? Oh, that's wild.
Is that crazy?
I'm gonna send you a picture later. I'm gonna show you something. You're gonna get a crack out of it. Okay. I got to meet Lash LaRue a couple of years after I did The Toy and told him the whole story, and it was great.
Now check this out before you continue. As I'm growing up, and people find out what my real name is, and I hear this, hey, you know that was a cowboy star named Lash LaRue, you know? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I know it because everywhere I went from the age of 1 till 18, I had to hear these stories. And finally, I think I was like 20-something years old, somebody showed me an old picture in a magazine of the man that my uncle named me after. Yeah, years later. But anyway, continue.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
My dad had Lash LaRue movies on VHS.
Okay.
And made copies for Richard.
Wow.
And then
I've never seen one movie.
He was okay. He was, you know, an above average B star, you know, of the time.
Right.
But we found common ground. And from the day I met him until the day he was gone, we were friends. We were, you know, in communication most all of the time.
That's good, man. That's good.
You know, and I spent, you know, many a day at the house when MS had set in and he couldn't walk and then he couldn't talk, and I would still go and I would talk to him. It's basically a one-way conversation, you know. Yeah. But he could wink and move his eyelids and stuff, so he knew I was there.
Right.
You know, to give love to him, you know. And I mean, he's by far the biggest influence in my life.
Right.
You know, the things that he taught me about comedy and about films and explaining things to me and just making me more aware of the world, you know, at a young age, you know, was just an amazing experience.
And that kind of wisdom of a person and guile, brother, it's irreplaceable.
No, there is not.
Even your parents, there were certain people like that around me as a teenager that taught me so much that my parents, you know what I'm saying, couldn't have taught you, just about how real things are in the real world. And I still hold on to it to this day.
Yeah. I mean,
hold on.
You know, you could, the things, you know, Richard, you know, he said to me, listen, you want to be good in the business. Anybody can tell a joke. Mm-hmm. Be a storyteller. You're a storyteller. You will stand the test of time. You suck people in, you play with their emotions and their feelings, and then you give them the payoff at the end.
Right.
You know, but you suck them in, you know, you bring them into your world, so to speak.
Yeah.
Ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, could I have an ego? Let's just put it that way. Forget, you know, that it's been years since I've done these films and all that kind of stuff. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, there's a statue of me that sits in Hammond, Indiana. There's only 30 statues of actors on planet Earth. 30.
Only 30? Only 30?
Yeah, I'm not talking about like Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. I'm talking
Not
about
that. I'm talking about,
yeah.
yeah, like at the bus terminal in New York, there's a statue of Jackie Gleason. There's one of Lucille Ball and Henry Winkler, and Richard has one in Peoria. They put one up of me. So there's 30 in the whole world, and I'm one of them. So could I have one? Sure, if I wanted to, yes. Based on what I have, yes, I could. But I was taught a long time ago. I said to Richard one night, Richard, you're the most down-to-earth guy I know, but you're an icon of your generation.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at me and he says, how much does ego pay? I said, well, it doesn't pay anything. It's just a mindset. He says, no, I know what it is. But if it can't help me, my kids, my family, put food on the table, a roof over my head, it's a waste of time.
Mm.
Now you think of that with the people you know and the people that I know and the egos that are out there.
Mm.
They never got explained it quite that way.
Oh, no.
We all do the same thing. Sleep, eat, shit, breathe, put our pants on the same way. You know, we all bleed red blood. We're all the same. We're all going to live. We're all going to die.
Yeah.
You could be the richest, most powerful man in the world. And guess what? You still get old and die because that's the world we live in. Ego helps nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.